Good morning, Craig Howard here. Happy to be with you again this morning. I was thinking about last night and I guess earlier this morning. I was going through um, some listings, things that people had posted recently on Facebook and on other platforms, things they had posted for sale, just to see if there was anything I was interested in. I'm not much of a shopper, but that was easy shopping. I could sit in my recliner and kind of look through and say, yeah, well, that looks interesting. Um, but it's interesting to me how much effort people will go to to sell even the most mundane or simple items. People will go to the extreme of putting a pair of shoes even a pair of used shoes online, or and on getting a comment in the background. Um, the neighbor's rooster. People will go to all sorts of effort putting it on Facebook and putting it on Marketplace and putting it on, some other maybe Craigslist or something like that. Maybe putting it on the radio, or maybe putting it on the classified ads, or maybe buying something in one of those classified papers like. I can't think of the names of them, but people will go to all sorts of extremes and put in all sorts of effort to sell simple items that aren't going to bring them a lot of value, that's not going to make them a lot of money. I mean, there are some people, on there that are selling things like a $16,000 Polaris side by side ATV. But, there are other things on there that are selling for $2. I mean, you're going to spend more than $2 just getting it to you. People are selling skirts and shirts and shoes and just stuff that isn't going to bring a lot of money. And it interests me how people are going to all that effort to sell what are basically very simple items with very little value, and yet will put very little effort into sharing something that can literally transform somebody's life. Paul said, I am not ashamed of the gospel. He's like that rooster crowing in the background. He's very proud. He's proud of himself. Well, Paul said, I'm proud of the gospel. I'm proud of the fact that I have a message. I am not ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God unto salvation to the Jew first and then the Greek. He said, I'm proud of this. I'm excited about this. I want to share it with people. And Paul spent his entire life working at sharing something, at getting a message out that needed to be shared, because Paul knew, just as it had transformed his life, that it was going to transform the life of any believer or any person who came in contact with it. There are a lot of people in this world who need transformation. There are a lot of people in this world who need hope. We live in a society where hopelessness abounds, and we need to get the one message out that can literally bring hope to a hopeless person, that literally can bring love into the heart of somebody who doesn't feel loved. And that is the message of Christ's gospel, that that God so loved the world, that God so loved that individual, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him would not perish but have eternal life. Think about the effort that you may go to share the message that you've shared about something that you wanted to sell. And then ask yourself, how much effort have I gone to share that same message with my friends and family, with people that matter, with people at the workplace? I don't mean beat them over the head. I don't mean, this sort of turn or burn confrontational uh, uh, plan, or this confrontational way of sharing the gospel. I just mean let them know what God has meant to you and what he's done in your life. Well, the rooster says it's time. It's time to end. He's loud and proud this morning. Anyhow, I hope you have a good day, and I want you to think about how much effort you're going to go to over the day to share the greatest message that anybody's ever had to share. You have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow. God bless.